In today's video, I want to discuss a couple things that I learned after buying a drone. I used to be a professional photographer and I used to shoot weddings. I enjoyed doing it. It was a passion of mine, but over the years dealing with brides, and it really drained me. So I got away from photography, and now 10 years later I'm starting to get back into it because I do have a passion for photography. When I started seeing drone footage, it really inspired me because that's a whole different dimension in which you can get footage that, until recent years is just unexplored. So I looked at buying drones, and of course, it's a hobby, not a profession. So I wanted to get something that was decent but not overly expensive. So I ended up getting the Spark, the DJI Spark. Now this is a great little drone. It only flies for about 10 to 13 minutes on a full battery, depending on the weather, depending on the wind, that kind of thing. But I'm very happy. 10 minutes really is quite sufficient to get footage that you need. I've taken this thing down to North Carolina, and when I was on vacation I shot a lighthouse, and you can see that footage on my channel. But here's some things I wish I knew about drones, flying drones, before I bought. The number one, I have an Android phone, and I did not know that Android compatibility with DJI drones and their software is very sketchy. There were times when I tried to boot up or I don't know what you call it, but connect the phone to the app, or the app's on the phone, but to connect the app to the drone is very spotty. Most times it would take me 5 minutes. I would drain my battery down to about 70% just trying to get the app to work on my phone. That was very frustrating. What I decided to do was, instead of using my phone, which is an Android Galaxy S8, I considered buying an iPhone just for the app to work. I ended up getting an iPad. It's quite large, but actually for me that's good because it actually works out really well. There's actually more functions on the iPad or the Apple products than on the Galaxy, on the Android products. You get more functions in the app. So I would definitely get either an iPad or an iPhone to work this drone. Now that's one thing. The second thing, now that I have an iPad, I can connect with the app via Wi-Fi, but that's not 100% either. So I ended up getting a cable, which is just a mini or micro USB to Lightning, and that works perfect. You don't have to do the calibration of the app and all that crap, because I would recommend getting a cable. For Android, I have no advice, but for Apple, just a micro USB to Lightning, it works fine. Another thing I wish I knew prior to buying the drone was, where can I fly it? Now, I encourage you to download Air Maps. Put it on your phone, it's free, and then just wherever you go, open that app and it'll take you right to where you are on the map, and you can see all of the restrictions, and there are tons of restrictions. So I wish I knew that before buying a drone. And the purpose for me buying a drone was to get cinematic footage, which now I know that I can use a gimbal, an electronic gimbal, to kind of get the same type of cinematic footage without actually flying a drone. Drone footage you can't replace because of aerial, perspective, but I just like to create, nice images and nice footage. More than anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be aerial. Just want it to look good. So there's the third thing is that registration of your drone, this is very simple. But I read online it costs $5 to register your drone. And then when I went online to do it, I kept getting all these different websites that wanted to charge me $25, 25. That's all a scam. It's not a scam, but it's just something that it's a program that does it for you. You pay them $25, they pay the $5, they make $20, you get your registration. But it's so simple to do online that you don't need the extra. You could just do the $5. I think it's FAADroneZone.org. Accessories that I purchased with this drone to make drone flying more pleasurable, safer. I bought this. Do not fly your drone near metal objects, too close to metal objects. You will lose signal. The drone will just start flying on its own, and you could either hurt someone or you could lose your drone, or both. And I have my FAA number. You're supposed to put your FAA number on your drone. So if this thing gets, hits somebody or damages something, they have your FAA registration number. It's very easy to get back to you. Be very careful. Footage where I work in telecommunications and I wanted to film my antennas up on a water tank, and as long as I was a certain distance away, I was fine. As I got closer, my drone went haywire and just took off, and I was sweating. I'm trying to pull down on it to land it, and it's just going towards this office building, towards the windows and parking lot, the whole nine. And I ended up landing in the parking lot. The blades landed 6 inches away from the curb, so if it had landed 6 inches further, it would have just probably snapped 2 of the propellers. It could have gone so much worse, and I learned a valuable lesson.